good, y'all? Well, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, my name is Elijah, and today we have Batgirl versus Spider-Gwen, DC versus Marvel. If y'all see my last reaction to that battle, I already told you when they were telling us a sneak preview of who gonna be the contestants. I said Spider-Gwen, Spider-Girl, Gwen all day. That's who I'm rooting for. I'm not really Batgirl. She got some moves, but Spider-Gwen. Come on now. So listen, I'm ready to get into this. I'm done talking. Let's get into the reaction. I'm here for the smoke.
Who runs the world?
The
Okay.
ladies? So obviously there's a bunch of awesome crime-fighting chicks out there.
There are.
Barbara Gordon, the DC Comics vigilante known as Batgirl.
And Marvel's Gwen Stacy, the one you know as Spider-Gwen. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Is that how it's gonna look? Oh, this is heat.
Barbara Gordon always had a connection to crime fighting. Her father was Gotham City's police commissioner, and she idolized the legendary superhero, Batman.
So she whipped up her own bat costume to crash a police ball. Yeah, she's a rebel, but plot twist, a criminal crashed it first and she wound up saving the day.
This sparked a fire in Barbara, a fire for justice, and a drive to confront crime on her own. With this new mission came another goal: to officially join Batman and Robin
As the next bat-ass crime fighter,
Really?
Batgirl.
Yo.
You know,
I
how
like
come
this
she's
instrumental.
called Batgirl when Dick gets to be Robin? Her identity and
And Teen Titans
individuality
win.
shouldn't be anchored to the patriarchal idea that women are publicly defined
She's
by the men in their
adopted?
life.
I didn't know that.
Well said, Boomstick. Now, joining the Bat family wasn't easy. The dynamic duo
Yeah, I gotta
weren't
play
exactly
Batman.
keen on adding a third wheel.
But Batgal worked hard to prove herself, and she's not just a tough fighter, she's super smart.
With a strong understanding of technology and computer hacking, Batgirl
Yeah.
knew she could prove useful to a team that relies on tech. Like, you know, Batman and Robin.
She is
How
a
could
Teen
the Bat
Titan.
and the
Wow,
Bird
it's
say
Young
no?
Justice.
And after settling into the Batcave, she honed her skills by training with the Batman himself.
Oh, y'all hear this
Who was
instrumental?
basically the world's greatest ninja times 1,000.
Okay.
Not like she was some rookie before that, though. Her cop dad had her study a bunch of martial arts like judo and karate.
Of course, Batgirl wears her own
Get it.
custom bat suit, lined with Kevlar and filled to the brim with advanced technology.
It's basically a slimmed-down combination
Come
of
on,
military-grade armor
Y'all
and
sleeping
spy gear
on.
that even James Bond would be jealous of. Heck, Batman's version helped him survive this humongous explosion. Look at the size of that thing.
She also added plenty of her own tools to her arsenal for an extra advantage. Everything from a taser to pepper spray, concussion bombs, smoke bombs, and foam bombs that can bind people in place.
What's with all the bombs?
And of course, she's got batarangs.
Okay.
Dummy?
Here I come. I'm just dying to help.
Everyone knows about the basic shuriken the bats are famous for,
Ow.
but Miss Gordon also carries an electric variant.
A word? Oh, that's messed up.
Huh. Well, that was...
You know,
oh,
that's very nice of you. That you never appreciate me. You know what? If there was an award
Oh, I thought he was
for
about to
being
die.
nice, you wouldn't win it. You three hear me?
those
Okay.
are awesome. Let me try.
Did he
Oh,
die?
God, why? Anyway, Batgirl's also got guns, but like non-bullet ones. She's got a gun that shoots sleeping gas, a gun that shoots
Oh,
a
okay.
grappling hook, and a gun that shoots batarangs. Because why would you throw something when you can fire it out of a gun?
She's
Really?
quick enough to dodge bullet fire and avoid electricity from live wire.
Who's basically just a scarier version of Blue Jamie Foxx from that one movie about amazing spiders. Also,
What?
Batbarb's tough enough to tank a 5-story fall or have a friggin' building explode while she's inside. Damn, girl!
Oh,
you're
she's tanky.
unstoppable.
Okay.
Well, until she was shot and paralyzed from the waist down. But even with the loss of her legs, she rallied around her peers and kept
Yeah,
fighting
I've
the
seen
good
so
fight
many
as
different
Oracle.
versions of that.
Remember those computer skills?
Her being
well,
naked?
They sure came in handy
And
here.
the Joker
along
taking
with
pictures?
Her photographic memory.
Oof.
Plus, she could dodge bullets while in a freaking wheelchair. Man, I bet she'd kick ass at Murder Ball.
Certainly setting her apart from the likes
How?
of Batman and Robin. She even learned stick fighting while still paralyzed.
She can
Wow.
beat your ass even while sitting on hers. What can't she do in that wheelchair? Well, besides...
Stop.
Not for too long, though. She eventually received neural implants in her brain and spine that let her walk again.
Really?
Unfortunately, these devices are vulnerable to short-circuiting and AI hacking, but they're an acceptable risk and have been improved over time to resist such incursions.
That's
Which
what's
just
up.
makes her that much harder to beat. I mean, she's strong enough to outmuscle a giant mutant shark and suplex a fully grown tiger. Move over,
How?
Joe Exotic. Make way for the Tiger Queen.
Thanks to her police father and her experience with the Bat family, Barbara Gordon's become a well-rounded protector of her city.
Crazy to think how far the wannabe sidekick has come. She's really stepped out of Batman's shadow and become her own hero. The goddamn Batgirl.
Overstepping yourself a little? Try me.
Ooh, some of y'all don't even know this animation.
Before Mary Jane, everyone's favorite spider superhero Peter Parker
Ooh.
dated a girl named Gwendolyn Stacy.
But then she
Did?
fell off a bridge and died. The end.
Except
Wow.
that isn't the end. The universe is full of possibilities. What if, in another timeline, that never happened? What if Peter never found that radioactive spider that made him Spider-Man
So
in the
that
first
was
place?
okay.
What if the
I see.
superhero
Amazing
was
Spider-Man.
Gwen?
Okay.
Welcome to Earth 65. This Gwen was a teen kicking back in New York City. She's a drummer for her high school band and the daughter of a police chief.
And she's this world's one and only Spider-Woman.
Though you
Okay.
might know her as Spider-Gwen. With her cool powers, she got busy fighting crime.
Spider-Woman,
But hey,
okay.
Who can blame her for showing off a bit? She does whatever a spider can.
Though her
Hallucinate
police father
Spider
didn't
Ham.
approve,
Okay.
insisting Spider-Woman could use her powers for the good of others.
Ghost
However,
Spider?
her close friend, the non-superpowered Peter of this world, had a different take.
He was getting bullied all the time and idolized Spider-Gwen's power. So of course he figured the only way to stop the bullies was to get powers like hers. Except he accidentally turned himself into a giant monster lizard.
No.
Okay.
He's the villain
whom
of this
young
one?
Miss Stacy was forced to subdue. Peter ultimately succumbed to his experiments, dying in her arms.
He
His death turned
died?
Spider-Woman into a fugitive on the run, but also inspired her to take her father's advice.
It was time to step up as
Wow.
a superhero. With her spiderific powers, she can crawl on walls and stick to any surface. Imagine, you're sitting on your couch being all that is man, and you look up at your ceiling, and
Yo, this
instead of
movie
seeing
was
a normal
dope.
spider, there's a whole-ass woman up there. Yes, please.
Spider-Woman also
Really,
has
dude?
the classic spider sense, which constantly scans her surroundings and alerts her to incoming danger.
How many times have we said the word spider so far? We get to 50, do we get a free taco?
Thanks
No.
to her spider sense, Gwen's move fast enough to dodge bullets, lasers, and lightning from Electro.
On his best day, classic Spider-Man's even dodged beams of light, at least for a bit before he got smacked.
She's tough enough to power through point-blank explosions just as well as electrocution. And yes, she has similar powers as other spider people like main universe Peter, who survived a massive explosion that annihilated the top of this skyscraper.
Nani?
And she's strong enough to punch Rhino through a wall. The guy, not
Rhino?
another animal, and lift over
Through
10
the
tons.
wall?
But of course, to truly fit the role of Spider-Woman, she needed one last thing. Thanks to Janet Van Dyne, aka the Wasp, Gwen received her very own web shooters.
Why do these people keep using sticky stuff that just gets everywhere? Kinda gross.
The web fluid isn't just sticky, but incredibly strong.
Hey!
Yo,
The
her
tensile
outfit
strength
is
of regular
dope though.
spider silk can reportedly reach
Spider-Gwen's
up to
outfit is like the
178
nicest
kilograms per
one.
square millimeters in a cross section. Scaled up to a human-sized web, it would be nearly as strong as steel.
Oh, come on, Wiz, this is a new shirt.
But it can't be. It already has beer stains all over it.
That's crazy.
Just my style. Like all those girls that just cut a bunch of holes in their jeans and ruin them.
Even with those similar
Well-
powers, Gwen's not your average spider hero. She's made a habit
Looks
of
so
traveling
nice.
throughout the multiverse.
And she lost her powers
She can
permanently.
travel?
They were stolen by Cindy Moon because she's the worst. Gwen could briefly restore her powers with these isotope things, but she didn't really have a good solution until she found Venom. No, really, Venom. You know, the scary alien
What?
monster guy that eats brains.
Despite it being, well, Venom, Gwen took the symbiote for herself. Formed into her new suit, her powers were fully restored.
Oh yes, she's
Really?
back in black.
I should note this version of Venom is a bit different from the one you're most familiar with. It was lab created and not nearly as potent or powerful.
It can form talons, camouflage her, and do some limited shape-shifting. But Gwenum won't be reforming from a puddle of
Yo, I need
goo or
a game
anything
of
crazy
her
like that.
universe.
Also, she can create even more spiders? Who the hell came up with that? I guess the only problem is the symbiote's weak to loud sounds and fire. It's basically scared of a metal concert.
Ironic, considering its preferred look. But it's still Venom, and its violent nature tore Gwen apart. Eventually, she wound up unmasked and indicted.
What do you mean
Really?
unmasked? Her name's Spider-Gwen. Everyone should have figured that out.
Have you been paying attention?
Yes, Wiz. Badass spider chick kicked lots of ass.
This guy.
After serving her time and even gaining control of the symbiote, shifting it into her more iconic getup, Gwen took a trip to the mainline 616 Earth.
Basically, she got about as popular as Spider-Man, and they wanted to jam her in the universe.
There, she
Really?
regained her secret identity. But since there were a few other Spider-Women running around, she took on a new moniker, Ghost Spider.
Ghost
Really?
Spider.
So she's going
That's
through
right.
multiverse
This chick's
to the
too good
universe.
To protect one world, she's got two. It's awesome to see how far she's come from teenage show-off to guardian of the multiverse.
And that's why I work alone. I need.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data
That
through
is
all possibilities.
crazy.
But while these gals have survived some close shaves in the past, you too can get a close shave with Harry's. Time for a
Death battle! Woo woo! Oh, this about to look nasty. She commenting on YouTube? Okay. Woo! The soundtrack. Oh, this fight about to be live. Yeah.
Stupid thing. I said take me to Miles, not this.
Ooh. Nice.
Seems like you're the stupid one for dropping by unannounced.
Don't you treat your guests well.
Combat mode.
Point taken, Dracula. I'll get out of your hair. See ya.
If she picks that, oh, okay, I was about to say. Ooh. Come here. The animation looks beautiful. Oh, somebody about to get a fade. But she can tank that. Dang.
End of the road, loser.
She could turn invisible? I thought only Miles could do that.
I'll find you. You're on my turf.
About to
Too
body
late.
you on your turf. Come on, you would catch it. Has Gwen landed a single blow? Ooh. Oh, that's how it's gonna end? Well, there goes that one blow.
Ow! 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 Damn it!
She hasn't used any of her other special abilities. Like, come on now, Gwen. Come on, she's only been throwing batarangs. Stun on her.
Shoot!
Oh, we about to hit her with a mallet.
Yet.
Oh, the gavel? Okay. Catch this fade. Catch this fade. Or, oh. I said fade. Wait. I said a fade. I didn't know.
Now I have.
I said catch the fade.
Looks like
That's
Batgirl's
sick.
turned into Splat Girl.
Batgirl wielded an impressive arsenal with plenty of tools suited to combat Gwen's abilities. Not to mention, Gwen was no match for her stellar intelligence.
Which made this pretty close. There are plenty of versions of this fight where Batgirl could take down the symbiote with sound and fire.
But even with such weaknesses, the Ghost Spider held enough of her own advantages to take the win more times than not.
So while Batgirl's training was certainly better, the spider sense is just super broken. Gwen and other Spideys have held up against martial arts masters like Captain America, who is definitely on par with super ninjas like Batman.
Not to mention, Gwen was clearly stronger than Barbara. Plus, Spider-Man survived that skyscraper bomb with the same powers, which Batgirl definitely wouldn't walk away from.
It was way bigger than the building
Gotta say,
blast
she
that
is
Batgirl
tankier.
barely survived. Hell, Batman's biggest explosion survival feat doesn't even match it. Listen, I know explosions, and by measuring the size of this blast, I can tell it's equal to about 60 tons of TNT. But applying the same math stuff to Spider-Man's, it's more than double that.
To be frank,
I'm not even gonna
Batgirl
correct
had the
this
tools
man
she
that he
needed
messed
to
up,
take
but
down
I-
Spider-Woman. Gwen was simply stronger, faster, tougher, and made good use of the spider sense, making it extremely difficult for Barbara to land a decisive hit before taking one herself.
It seems batty, but Batgirl was overwebbed by Spider-Gwen spinning this one in her
Overwebbed.
favor. Jesus webbed.
The winner is Spider-Gwen.
Thanks for checking out that episode of Death Battle. If you like that fight, be sure to check out the new season of RVB that I worked on, RVB 0. The first episode is up for free right now on roosterteeth.com. Check the link in the description.
Sanji? Oh, Sanji and Rock Lee? See, the messed up part is, matter of fact, I'm gonna save it, hold on. So I already said Spider-Gwen. Personally, I felt like there should have been a little bit more hand-to-hand combat. I felt like there wasn't enough. I felt like there was just a lot of dodging, throwing, dodge, throw, but it was nice. I love like the animation, how they went about it. I just really think Spider-Gwen could have bodied her a lot easier. Personally, maybe I have not read enough to understand what Batgirl could really do. I just felt like, yo, all Gwen needs is one combo. One combo. Because she's tanky too, so just need one combo. Just a ba, 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 and boom. It's raps. It's raps. They already discussed that Spider-Gwen can lift up like certain amount of tons. So I was like, alright, Spider-Gwen. But now, y'all see the results. It is what it is. But now, next fight, December 13th, Sanji and Rock Lee. I'm all caught up in both animes. Both animes. Boruto, One Piece, everything. I know what both can do. And I'm going to say this confidently. As much as I want Sanji to win, he's not going to win against Rock Lee. He's not. He's not. In terms of speed and raw power. Raw power. Rock Lee got it. Rock Lee got it. That's like saying Gara versus Sanji. Now hear me out. Gara versus Sanji. Sanji's not winning that fight against Gara. Rock Lee almost won that fight against Gara, but still lost. So yeah, I mean, that's all Rock Lee. That's all Rock Lee. But hey, we gonna find out who's right or who's wrong December 13th. It's good. Other than that, y'all, if y'all want to watch the original video, link in the description down below. If you like that reaction, hit that like button. Other than that, until we meet again, y'all stay safe and be blessed.